Welcome back. My name is Thomas Ledford. I'm here to discuss in this video some basic ground rules when it comes to the Schedule E, which is supplemental income and loss. And that mainly the most common ones that you may run into based on your demographics and your area of expertise and where you work from as far as income tax preparation. I'm only going to go through the most common ones I've experienced since I've been in the industry, because I always keep it related to my experiences. And so the most common elements of Schedule E will be rental income, and the next one will be the profit and loss from partnerships or S corporations that pass through to the 1040 line 17. And so, but in this video, we strictly just going to go through the Schedule E itself and go through it section by section. But basically, just dealing with the Schedule E rental income aspect of it, and nothing else at this time in this video. So in this video, Schedule E's basically people who got rental property that they rent to other people for a place to stay for income will go on here. So when you look at this, you know, you basically get the form. It covers 3 properties. You're able to put up to 3 properties on one form. And so basically, you know, the way you charge for that is going to vary. You know, I basically use a combination of what area that I'm servicing in and the people around me as far as other tax professionals and tax services, and find out what they generally charge and basically come up with a fee based on those variables. But so in this video, part 1 deals with income and loss from rental, estate, and royalties. Schedule C and Schedule S Easy will only apply to certain types of businesses. So mainly for a person who's going to use Schedule C, one would be people who buy real estate with the sole purpose of reselling it to customers for a profit. They'll use the Schedule C. And then the next entity or business that would use Schedule C opposed to Schedule E will be businesses that provide significant services other than just renting you a place. So places that's designed to give you more than just a place to sleep will be on the Schedule C, which will fall under a different name in itself, which will generally let you know that it's going to be on the Schedule C based on the industry and the name of the business and what type of service they provide altogether. So motels and hotels, they rent to people a place to stay, but they provide more than just that. So they'll go on Schedule C. You know, so bed and breakfasts may qualify for Schedule C. You know, but for people who just strictly rent out a unit for a person to come in and rent from, and they basically gonna do their own thing for us, the light's gonna be in their name, the gas gonna be in their name for the most part. They're going to let them come in and they're going to furnish it themselves and all those other things that go along with renting out a unit to live in. Then that's on the Schedule E. So in here to ask the question, do you make any payments in 2018 that will be required to file a Form 299? And so this question is dealing with people who you may have some rental property that may have some work being done on it, and you paid a contractor to come in and do some work, and you're going to pay him a 299 at the end of the year for the work he's done. So you can be able to write that off on your income tax when it comes to the Schedule E, that work that was being done. And so that's how that works. More likely, the next section deals with the physical address of the place, city and state, zip code, A, B, and C. Then then you go to the next section, types of property. You're going to figure out, is it, you know, they got some options for you. Is it going to be a single family residence? Is it a vacation short home rental? Is it land? Is it commercial? Is it a multi-family residence? You know, so on and so forth. So the most common people who are going to rent out places for other people to live in going to fall under either single family residence if they rent out a home, or some type of 2-story, 3-story building that they purchase to rent out to people that they're going to use to help generate income. And so that information will go in these sections: the fair rental days, the personal use. So any property that you buy strictly for the purpose of renting out to other people for income, you know, you're not going to have no personal use in it because you're not staying there. So the properties that you strictly buy for others to rent, you're not living in them, so personal use won't apply. Fair rental days, meaning, you know, say, for instance, in a perfect world, you rented your place out on January the 1st of 2019, and they stayed a whole year to January 31st of 2020, then 365 days of fair rental use will go right there. And that's how you basically fill that section out. The next section is income. So 3 is rent received, 4 is royalties. Royalties is a rare occurrence that won't deal with this training at all. And so rent received is what it'll be. So if you had 3 properties, you would add up how much rent that you collected based on how many properties versus how many units in each property versus what type of property it is. So say if you had 6 single-family homes that you were renting out, then you'll come up with the total for each one based on how much you charge a month, and you'll put the total on each. You'll put the total, add the totals up, and you'll put them accordingly where they go. Then we go to expenses. If you did any advertisement in connection with getting these places rented out, you would put that down. If you have an auto that you use in going to show these properties and in the connection of the business, and you have another vehicle for personal use, you may want to consider that, because the only thing about using auto, especially when you're talking about mileage, is you got to really be a stickler on having the mileage record keeping requirements tight. You know, if not, that's going to come back to bite you. The next line is cleaning and maintenance. So if you got someone who's taking care of the cleaning and maintenance for the properties you own, you're not doing it yourself. And then, like I say, that's an independent contractor who will get a 1099 for the work they done during the year. That applies to that situation. I'm not going to go through all these lines because a lot of stuff not going to apply to the basic person who has property that they rent out to people. When it comes to legal and other professional fees, you may have consulted a CPA or a tax attorney when it comes to setting up your business and a business structure and getting it formatted and asking specific questions and things of that nature before you got started. And so you could put that down there. The ongoing interest on each property, if any, you know, you can put down any repairs that was made that you paid for on each of the properties. Like I say, that's going to be associated with an independent contractor. You're going to pay that. You're going to write them a 1099 on the year for the work they've done, especially if you're using one primary person for regular use. And then you got supplies associated with repairs, any possible taxes, utilities, depreciation expense, so on and so on and so forth. So that's basically how that works when it comes to Schedule E and having rental property that you rent to individuals when it comes to your units, either single family homes or multi-level buildings that have maybe 4 to 6 units each. You know, that varies based on what type of building it is. And so that's basically what we covered in this video. Is just a part 1 of supplemental loss of rental estate. You know, I do another video that's going to talk about partnerships and S-corps and the pass-through income and loss that will go on this form, but in another section of the form. You know, so that's basically the gist of this video. Just basically covering the Schedule E on a basic level, and like I say, in future videos I get more in depth. Or if you want to connect with me and be a part of my coaching program that's going to give you hands-on guidance and support and mentorship, you can reach out to me with my contact information that will be inside of all my videos. So you can go to any given video and get my contact information and reach out to me and ask me about my program. And for future reference, I'll start to leave a link or information inside my description area inside my videos that'll give you information about my coaching program and what I offer for people interested. And I'll see you in my next video.